Hi, Prabhu here. Today we will see about how to model a complex shape in Maya 2017 Part 8. Stay tuned. Before that, if you won't subscribe to this YouTube channel, click on this red color subscribe button to subscribe this YouTube channel. We post weekly 3 videos about Maya 2017, Arnold, modeling, texturing and lighting. So if you won't subscribe, click this red color subscribe button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay, in this part we model for our subscriber request. He sent me this reference image to model this details over here. So this is an Japanese door. So here you have to see this is a really complex shape. You need to make lot of topology for this. So if you want to model this, you need to import this image in Maya as a reference image, and then you want to do this model. So please download this reference image. So I will provide the link below the description box. After that, you need to copy this reference link and download this image. After you download, go to Maya, go to file and choose project window and choose new project. So I will choose my location as my D drive. You choose wherever you want. So I will rename this project as complex shape. So this is an 8 part, so I will use 8. So I will click accept. After that, you need to copy this reference image in your source images. So go to your destination folder. In source images, you need to paste this one because we need to import in Maya. So after that, go to Maya. In top view, go to view, image plane and choose import image. It automatically goes in your source images. So select this file and click open. So sometimes the reference image will not visible here because in rendering, sometimes in viewport 2.0 the reference image will not load. So that times you need to choose legacy default viewport. So sometimes it will happen. So if you don't see any reference image over here, choose legacy default viewport. So I will choose viewport 2.0, and now I want to scale this one really big. So I want to scale this one like this and press W. I want to keep this image exactly in center of this grid. So I will keep this center part over here and also here. So you need to align this as in center. So now we need to model this one. Before that, go to perspective. I want to move this in Y. So and also choose in default it will be available in all views. I want to choose only look through camera, so that means it only visible on top view. So when you go top view, you able to see our reference image. If you go perspective, it will not visible. So now we need to model this one. Okay, go to create panel, polygon primitives, disable the interactive creation. That means when we click on polyplane, so it will automatically created in center of grid. I didn't want any divisions. Go to polyplane inputs and use subdivision height and width to 1. So now press 4 in keyboard. That means you able to see our wireframe mode. So first of all, we need to model this part. So using patch modeling techniques. So that means you use polyplane to model this one. So I will adjust this vertex over here. So like this. So now we need to add an insert edge loop exactly in center, and also see here we have some details, so I will add over here. So I will undo that. Shift right click and choose insert edge loop option box. So I will reset my tool and close the settings. So I will add over here because we have some details on this side. So same thing on opposite side. Now you need to extrude this one, so I will select the top edges and shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. I want to move over here. Right click and choose vertex, so you need to adjust. So select this edge again. Shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. You need to add an edge loop. So like this, you need to make an sharp edge over here. So now you need to adjust on this side. You just trace out that shape. So I will add another edge loop. So now you need to select this 3 edge. Shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. I want to move over here. You need to maintain some edge corner over here because we need to extrude this shape on this way. So right click and choose vertex, select this one and keep on this side. So now right click and choose edge, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. You need to keep exactly on this corner because we need to extrude this edge on this direction. So you need to trace out like this. So now right click and choose edge mode. So extrude again. So right click and choose edge, shift right click and choose extrude. So now you need to, so now we got the center part. Press E and rotate in Y and press R and scale in X to make this line as straight. Hold X in keyboard, press W, hold X in keyboard. When you move in X, so it automatically snap to this grid points. So now we need to do on this side. So select this edge. So before that I want to adjust this vertex. So right click and choose edge, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. I want to keep this in this edge because we need to maintain this shape. So right click and choose vertex. So I want to adjust. So here I need to add some edge loop. So I will add insert edge loop. Right click and choose vertex. So I will adjust like this. Also here. So do same thing on opposite side. Select this edge, shift right click and choose insert edge loop. I will add over here. So now select the top edge, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. I want to move over here. You need to keep this edge in this corner because we need to bridge this to edge. So that means you need to maintain this edge corner over here. So now you need to adjust this vertex. So now you need to select this edge, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. I will move over here, press E and rotate like this and press W. I want to keep exactly in center. Right click and choose vertex. You need to adjust. So I need to add another edge loop. So select this edge, shift right click and choose insert edge loop. So add over here and press W, right click, choose vertex, select this vertex and move in up. So like this. So after that we need to bridge this to edge. So right click and choose edge mode. So select this to edge, shift right click and choose bridge and give division to 3. So like this. So now select this 3 edge, press W and move in Y. Right click and choose vertex mode. You need to adjust this vertex like this. So now we need to make so when you double click on this edge, you need to maintain this as loop. So that means you need to add a multi-cut tool. So like this, you need to add multi-cut tool for this corner. So like this. So end up with same part. Right click this one. So now right click. So here you're facing Polygons, press W. So you see here in this face we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 face. So that means right click and choose vertex. So select this both vertex, shift right click and choose merge vertex and choose merge vertex to center and adjust a little bit. So do same thing on all corners. So I will select this 2 vertex, merge vertex to center. So do same thing over here. So I will select this 3 vertex and choose merge vertex and choose merge vertex to center. I will move over here. So like this. So now see here in this corner you need to maintain some sharp shape. So that means you need to select this 3 edge of this corner, shift right click and choose bevel edge and give fraction to very tiny bit. In this case I will give 0.2 and give segments to 2. Now see here you facing triangle. So I will select this 3 vertex and choose merge vertex and choose merge vertex to center. Now here we have some triangle. So I will select this edge, press Ctrl backspace in keyboard to remove this edge. So do same thing on all other sides. So select this vertex, shift right click and choose merge vertex to center. So select this edge, press Ctrl backspace, do same thing on this corner, right click and choose vertex. So select this vertex, choose merge vertex and choose merge vertex to center. So select this edge, press Ctrl backspace. So now we have some Polygons. So that means in this face we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 face. So that means you need to clear it manually using multi-cut tool. So click on this corner. So you need to make another loop. So you need to end up here and go on this direction. So end up with here, right click. Now I need to adjust this one. Right click and choose vertex, select this vertex and press W. I'll move little bit further. So now we clear up this corner. So that means when you press 3 in keyboard, so it will be maintaining this sharp edge. So now select this object and press 1. So you need to maintain sharp edge here also and here also. So that means use multi-cut tool. So you need to do it manually. Right click. So here we facing trace. So right click and choose vertex. Select this both vertex. Choose merge vertex to center. So now our trace will be gone. Do same thing on this corner. So now we need to bevel this edge. So select this edge. Shift select this edge. Shift right click and choose bevel edge. Give fraction to 0.2. 0.1. So it's enough, and give segments to 2. Now right click and select this 3 vertex and choose merge vertex to center, and also select this edge. Press Ctrl backspace. So do same thing over here. Select this 3 vertex and choose merge vertex to center. Select this edge. Press Ctrl backspace to remove that one. Now here we have Polygons. So see here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 edge. So that means we use multi-cut tool to clear that one. Use multi-cut tool, click on here. So like this. And end up with here and right click. So do same thing on this side and right click. Now our Polygons will be gone. When you right click, press W, right click and choose object mode. So press 3 in keyboard to smooth our object. Now you able to see our sharp edge will be maintained on these corners. So now press 1 in keyboard. Now I want to change my pivot exactly in center of grid. When the object selected, hold D key and X key. Use middle mouse button and click and drag to change our pivot exactly in center. Open your outliner. Open your outliner. So now you able to see when the polyplane one selected. Press Ctrl D to duplicate. So that means it will duplicate our object. When the duplicate object selected, go to channel box and layer editor. Give rotate Y to 30 degrees and press enter in keyboard. So and then you need to select this rotate Y. Otherwise it won't take multiple duplicates. After you give 30 and press enter, select this rotate Y. So now I move my outliner over here. Press Shift D in keyboard to take an multiple duplicate until you reach this center part. So now we have 6 copies. So now we need to merge this one. So select this one and Shift select this one and Shift right click and choose combine. So here we need to weld this shape. So right click and choose vertex. So see here we have some troubles. So I will select this 3 vertex. I will move over here. So do same thing on here. Now you need to weld this one. So select this both vertex and choose merge vertex and choose merge vertex to center. So do same thing here. Press G to repeat the last command. So select this 2 and press G. G and then G. So now I adjust this one exactly in center to align even space. So do same thing for all other objects. So right click and choose object mode. Select this both object and Shift right click and choose combine. Here we facing some problems, so we need to select this 3 vertex. I will move on the side. So now I will select this both one and choose merge vertex to center. So do same thing as we did earlier. So right click and choose object mode. So select this both object and shift right click and choose combine. So now I will select this 3 vertex and press W. I want to move on the side. So do same thing on the side. So merge this vertex to center. So select this 3 one and move exactly in center. So do same thing for this object. So select this object and shift select this object and choose combine. And you need to adjust this 3 vertex and select this both vertex and choose merge vertex to center. So to repeat the last command, press G in keyboard. So after that I will maintain this key1 space. So right click and choose object mode. So select this object and shift select this object. Shift right click and choose combine. Now right click and choose vertex. So I will select this 3 vertex. I will move over here. So now select this both one and choose merge vertex to center. So to repeat the last command, select this both and press G. So I want to align even space. So after that we completing 1/2. So now you need to make this vertex as straight. So select this one and press R and scale like this. Press W. I want to hold X in keyboard. When you move in X, so it will automatically snap to our grid points. So now right click and choose object mode. So I want to change my pivot exactly in center of grid. In object mode, when the object selected, hold D plus X in keyboard and use middle mouse button, click and drag to change our pivot exactly in center of grid. So see here we have lot of history. So when the object selected, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So our history will be gone. When the object selected, press Ctrl D to duplicate. In the duplicate object selected, use scale X to -1 and press enter and select the scale X. So now select this one and shift select this one and shift right click and choose combine. Now see here, when I select this vertex, so it will not be merged. So I will select all the center vertex and choose merge vertex and choose merge vertices. Don't choose this one, choose merge vertices and give merge threshold to 0.1. It's enough. So do same thing over here. Select the center vertex and choose merge vertex and choose merge vertices. So now right click and choose object mode. Now go to perspective. Now press 5 in keyboard. So double click on this edge. So that means it will select entire edge loop, and also select shift double click on this to select this inside object of all sides. So you also select all the inside object and shift double click on this edge. So to select the entire loop, shift right click and choose extrude edge and press W. I want to move in Y a little bit. So right click and choose object mode. When the object selected, go to mesh and choose mirror So I want to right click and choose object mode. So select this object, go to in the object selected, go to mesh and choose mirror. So in this case I want to change my direction to Y, and now you need to increase the offset amount to reveal our object. So I will give minus 0.4, so it's enough. Right click and choose object mode. So I didn't want any of this inside face because it will be go inside of this cylinder over here. So go to perspective, I want to select this front face. So you need to select only the front face and press delete in keyboard for all the sides. So select this one and control deselect. You need to select only this front face and press delete. You need to do on all other sides. Okay, so I will delete all the front face. Now we need to add one more edge loops. So add insert edge loop option box. So I will reset my tool, close the settings. So I will add over here and also bottom side. So do same thing on this corner. So add over here for all other sides. Okay, so I will add insert edge loop here and here. So also this one, so add here, so for all the sides. Okay, so I will add edge loops on all the sides. Now press W, right click and choose object mode. So see here we have lot of histories. So you able to see lot of history. When the object selected, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So our history will be gone. So when the object selected, press 3 in keyboard to smooth our objects. So now our object is extremely nice with perfect topology as we seen in this reference image. So now we need to model the spot. Before that, when I press 4 in keyboard, you able to see some details on this edge. So I will hide this one. So when the object selected, click on this display layer. So click on this last button. So that means our selected object will be added to this layer. Click on this V. So V means visibility. So to off. Here you able to see some details on this edge. So I turn on this one. So why we add some 3 edge loops over here. Go to perspective and press 5 in keyboard. Now you need to select, double click on this mid edge of all the sides. Shift double click, shift double click. You need to select shift double click, shift double click, shift double click. So all the side you need to select that mid edge. So and press W, you need to move little bit in Y. So right click and choose object mode. So now you able to see some details over here. So as we see in the reference image, now we perfectly complete this model. So now we need to make this one. Close my outliner. So here we need to make this one using Polypipe. So go to create panel, polygon primitives, click on Polypipe and press R and scale big. So press 4 in keyboard to see our wireframe mode. So I will scale like this and view Polypipe thickness to 0.15. So I want to give subdivision axis to 60. So because I didn't want to smooth this object, so I will give number of subdivision axis to 60. Go to perspective view, go to front view and press W. I want to move in Y and press R and scale in Y and press W. I want to move like this and press R and scale in Y. So like this. Go to perspective and press 5 in keyboard. So here we need to add 2 edge loops. So I will add insert edge loop. So I will go to insert edge loop option box. I will reset my tool, close my tool settings. So I will add edge loop over here and also here. Here you need to add and face. So select this face and shift double click on this face. Shift right click and choose extrude face. I need to extrude in Z like this. So now double click on this edge and you need to select all the edge corners using shift and double click. So also in back side, shift double click, shift double click, shift double click and shift double click. Shift right click and choose bevel edge and give fraction to 0.6 and give segments to 2. Right click and choose object mode. Now go to top view. So we need to do for this one. So using Polypipe, go to create panel, polygon primitives and choose Polypipe and press R and scale big. Press 4 in keyboard to see our wireframe mode. So now I want to give Polypipe thickness to 0.1 like this and go to, so give Polypipe thickness to 0.1 and give subdivision axis to 70 because I want to leave this object default. I didn't want to smooth this object. So go to perspective. So see here, go to front view. I want to scale in Y and press W. I want to move in Y and press R and scale in Y. Okay, now go to perspective view. So press 5 in keyboard. So I want to isolate this object. So select this object, click on this isolate select. Now you need to add 2 edge loops on top side and also here. So also in this side. So also in bottom. So now select the face mode, select this face and shift double click on this face. Shift right click and choose extrude face. You need to extrude in Z. So go to top view. So click on this isolate select again until you reach this. You need to contact this spot. You need to extrude like this. Now go to perspective. Select this face and shift double click on this face. Shift right click and choose extrude face. You need to extrude in Y. Also you need to scale in X to taper this face. So like this. So now right click and choose object mode, click on this isolate select. Now you need to select all the edge corners using shift double click. Shift double click, shift double click, shift double click. Also in bottom side, shift double click, shift double click. So shift right click and choose bevel edge and give fraction to 0.7 and give segments to 2. Right click and choose object mode, go to top view. So I re-isolate this one. So now we complete this one. So now finally we need to model the center part. Okay, go to polygon and click on Polycube. So press 4 in keyboard, press R and scale in Y and scale in X. So I want to rotate Y to -45. So give -45. So and go to scale tool settings. Normally it will be set our axis orientation to 1. So that means you cannot able to scale this object on this direction. So I want to change my axis orientation to object. So that means you able to scale this object like this. And press W. I will go my move tool settings and change axis orientation to object. So that means our pivot will be changed to this direction. So I will close my tool settings. In the object selector, press Ctrl D to duplicate. I will duplicate over here. And also press R and scale like this. Now press Ctrl D to duplicate again. I will move over here. So I will select this 3 object and go to perspective and also front view. So now I want to move this object in Y and press R and scale like this. Now go to perspective and press 5 in keyboard. So I want to scale this object and press W. I want to move in Y like this. So now select all other objects except these 3 cubes and right click over here and choose add selected objects. So that means our all selected object will be added to this layer. Click on this visibility to off. So now I want to combine this 3 object. Select this 3 object, shift right click and choose combine. Now go to top view, press 4 in keyboard, shift right click and choose insert edge loop. So you will add over here, 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 here. So also here, 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 so here, 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 here. So I will add edge loops over here. So now go to perspective, press 5 in keyboard. So select this face and select this face, shift right click and choose bridge face. So do same thing on all other sides. Shift right click and bridge face, select this both face, shift right click and choose bridge face. So select this one and shift select this one and choose bridge face. So now go to top view, so press 4 in keyboard. So I want to make this as right, so I will select this one and press W. I want to move a little bit like this to make it straight. So see here, so select this vertex and make it straight. So now go to perspective and press, so see here, I want to make this one as straight. So select this vertex and move like this. So now press 5 in keyboard, so right click and choose face. So select all this face and shift select this face. Shift right click and choose extrude face. Go to top view. I want to extrude in Z. So now right click and choose vertex. So we will select this vertex and press W. I want to move a little bit like this. So like this and also like this. Right click and choose object mode and click on this object. Go to perspective. So right click and choose edge mode. So select all the edge for this object. Shift right click and choose bevel edge. Give fraction to very tiny bit. In this case I will give 0.1 and segment to 2. Right click and choose object mode. So now we perfectly finished with this center object. Press 4 in keyboard. So now if you want to make this door, so example I want to create an polycube and press R and scale like this, and so like this. So press R and scale like this. So go to perspective and press 5 in keyboard. I want to scale in Y. And go to front view, press 4 in keyboard. I want to move in Y. So like this. So go to top view. So I want to add an edge loops. So here, 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 also here, here. So now you need to add another edge loops. So like this. After that you need to adjust this vertex. So right click and choose vertex. You need to adjust like this. So like this. Now right click and choose object mode. Go to perspective. Press 5 in keyboard. So now you need to click on this isolate select. Now you got this rounded shape. So select all the face on the center and press delete in keyboard. Also here. So double click on this edge and shift double click on this edge. Shift right click and choose bridge. So right click and choose object mode. Now click on this isolate select. So now you able to see our object is perfectly modeled as we seen in this reference image. You got that exact door hole. So with perfect topology, and also we model this perfect shape. So this is the way to model this Japanese door. So thank you for sharing this image. This has really helped me to recall my modeling techniques back. So I hope you like it. I see you on next project. Click subscribe button to subscribe our YouTube channel. We always need your support to create high quality content further. So please subscribe. Click here to also watch the tutorial of how to model a complex shape in Maya 2017 part 7.